Hey guys, it's Liz here with my mixed media obsession. It has been a little while since I've done a video, but today is going to be another unboxing from the Crafty Me shop. I am working on a journal at this time, but this haul was so large and I hadn't done a video in a while that I thought it was about time. So if you want to see all my new goodies, stay tuned because that's coming up next. Okay guys, so first off, I want to say that I've already taken it out of the package and I've already put it on my rulers and my little mini wooden clothespin dowels and kind of organized it that way. And I think it's a little easier to show you guys when I can actually just grab it and not have to worry about it being everywhere all over my desk. So I put it all in one ginormous plastic basket that I snagged, and it is completely full. So I think I'm going to start with all the laces and trims and just go from there. So this is actually from, I do believe, the July 21st sale and then the July 28th sale. So if you guys missed that, yeah, it was great. Everything is great. So one second, I'll go get it. All right, guys. Oh, it'd help if I'd actually have the light on, huh? There we go. So much better. All right, so this is just from 2 week sales. This doesn't show all of the trims that I have organized on the wooden clothespin dowels. It doesn't reflect any of the appliques, any of the small bling that I got, or any of like the large rosettes and tools. So I will get to those, but I wanted to start here first. So this one on top is probably one of my favorites. This color is to die for. It is definitely like a blush pink, but the detail on it is amazing. It is soft, delicate, and I think that will look so good in any journals or whatever you plan on using it on. It's just so shabby. So yeah, that is probably going to be one of my new faves. I'm in love with it. Super glad I got it. This one is like a gray color, but I actually think I'm going to do like a Halloween themed journal to give to a friend who loves everything to do with Halloween. So I think it would be a great fit. So let me fix this. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. But yeah, so this one is great as well. Super light and dainty. It is about 4 inches wide, but I think it's just going to go perfect in that. So I'm trying not to make this take forever for you guys since I have so much. I'm trying to work as quickly as possible. So yeah. All right. Next up is another darker color. I don't know exactly how to explain this color. It's like a mix between like beige and a purple maybe. Beautiful. Got that shabby hanging off detail like the other two. I just love this color. It's so unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything that color, so I'm glad I got that one as well. And trying to get like colored laces to match different projects, and of course like trim that I don't have. So that being said, these are some very unique lace embroidered trims. The colors are just popping off of it. It's so dreamy in person, and the organza in the background is just so soft. This whole thing is just amazingly soft, and I love how it has a pop of color and the rest is just like the beige linen kind of color, so super cute. Then I have another one that is very similar. So I am working on a purple journal. However, I don't think the purple will match this, but I'm going to try to see if it will. So kind of like the same as the other one. This, however, does have a pinkish hue to it. So I think that's cool. It looks so pretty and anything. Amazing. I hope you guys have been doing well. It has been crazy for me, so hopefully things aren't as crazy for you. But yeah, so it is hard to believe that we are in August, and before we know it, it's going to be fall. So this, super cute. Definitely a great match for the Marie Antoinette journal that I'm like preparing for. So what I do a lot of the times, like if I have a special theme that I want to do, I kind of gather all of my supplies. Like if I want to have a certain color or kind of feel to it, I will get that lace or, you know, different items that will match it. So yeah, and then I kind of put it all together and go from there. And but a lot of times when I do anything special, that's kind of what I do. This, I wish I would have gotten more of. This is absolutely perfect. As soon as I seen it, I was like, you know what this is going to be great for? Using it to cover any of your journal spines. I mean, it is absolutely perfect for it, especially for like the smaller ones. It'll wrap right around the front and the back and give that spine some additional detail and support. So yes, absolutely gorgeous. And it kind of is deceiving in the Facebook group. It is actually more beautiful in person. So it's very, you can tell it's high quality. So yeah, I might have to get more of that just because I see that it's going to be so good for like book spines. So this is also a fabric, but it was such a good deal. I figured it'd be perfect for any shabby chic journals or any other, you know, journals that would match with. So it is a thin kind of fabric, very plain design. So it's kind of going with a lot of different themes and ideas that you might be working on. So very pleased that I got that. And speaking of blue, so when I was looking at this during the sale, this actually looked white. So now that I have it in person, let me show you. It is actually a super, super light blue, which is gorgeous too. So very pleased for that one as well. But it's got this gorgeous design at the bottom. So I snagged that one. But yeah, I was trying to compare it to my list, because normally when I buy anything, I actually make a list and notate how many that I have of each item and then how much it actually costs and get a running total and then kind of tally it all up and then go back when she, you know, okays my comment, or likes my comment, and that's kind of how I work things. So yeah. I was trying to look for the description for white lace and I couldn't find it anywhere. So then I actually had to find it in the group by searching it. But hey, it's all good. All good. It's not a problem. This is the exact same style as the blue one, except it is a light, I'd say peachish pink. Beautiful as well. Very soft and feminine for sure. So light and airy and soft. And then I got a roll of rosettes. Some yardage of rosettes. they are smaller size, which I really liked, so that I could use them, you know, as page accents and on different elements, things like that. But I love these. Something so simplistic can just change an entire page, and I love that. So it's almost like an essential to have some rosette trim around, or, you know, little flowers around just for an added decor. All right, and this must have fell out of my pen. This is some gorgeous small trim. It's like as wide as my finger with the leaf design. It is very soft and delicate as well, but both sides are great craftsmanship. It's wonderful, and a very beautiful natural white color. So I'm sure you guys have heard me say I'm trying to get some more small trims so that I can add it to my pages and it's not like super overwhelming. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on. Oops, I forgot about this one. This one is another one of those embroidered like trims with the additional colors in it. I didn't get too much of it, but I love how it had the crisscross design, and I am in love with this fern leaf on it. I love ferns, I always have, so I was super excited to see this in the shop. Shabby pink, blue, and a darker pink. How could you go wrong, right? So it's going to be super versatile, so win-win for me. Hopefully I will be able to do a video for you guys sometime soon on the journal that I'm working on. I can show you guys towards the end of that as well. It's like a purplish, purple and mauve kind of color scheme with it, and I went with color instead of a different topic theme, so that's kind of where I'm going with that. It's actually an envelope flip-flop journal that I started, so I needed something to break up everything else, so that's what I decided to do, something quick and easy. So I love this trim. I do believe I have this trim just in all white and cream. Very dainty, thin, kind of see-through, not overpowering. So I like that as well. And it is going to be so pretty on the page. I can't get the pin back in, of course not. I am horrible for this. All right. And speaking of leaf design, this one's gorgeous too. This is part of the CMS vintage line. Beautiful leaves, beautiful. Again, the organza for the kind of background filler. I think this will look great on edge toppers and all kinds of different ways that you can use it, including cutting out this part and just using it as an accent by itself. So soft, delicate, and it's that ecru color, so, or eggshell, whatever you want to consider it. This is some French trim, and since I was going to try to do like a Halloween theme, I wanted to kind of get this to kind of see if it would match, and you know, black kind of goes with Halloween, so I thought it'd be a good idea. But it's so much prettier in person. I think I'm always going to say that about most of the trims. So it doesn't deceive you on what it looks like half the time for the color, but this past time it did, so, but oh well, I was pleasantly surprised. But this is so gorgeous. It just like shines and glimmers as you move it. So yeah, I think I'm going to use it in that journal that I'm going to do. So then I have some of this. Now, I do believe I also have this trim, except in white. I might have already showed you guys this in another video in the white color. Very dainty, beautiful, great for edging, or, you know, putting it at the bottom and kind of letting it hang off. It's kind of like a fleur-de-lis design, but I love it just because it's so dainty. And it definitely is a dark cream for sure. All right, so the rest of these, except this one, is part of her CMS vintage collection. So where is my pen? Can't find it. Well, I guess that's how you know I'm being good at it, huh? Can't find my pen. There it is. Oh, goodness. So I was also surprised on this trim. In the video, maybe it was because I wasn't seeing it correctly or blowing up the video, and I was just in a hurry to kind of say how much of it that I wanted. My description is that it was a trim on the bottom, like a goldish color, and then see-through like organza design in the middle. Now when I got it, I realized it's also elastic. And then if you look super closely, look at all that beading. I wish I would have gotten more. I mean, look at all, I mean, it must have taken them a while to do this. That's a lot of beads, and they're very snug on there. So, I don't have to worry about them falling to pieces if I handle them, so I'm pretty pleased for that. All right. This trim I described when I was taking notes on all the different trims I kind of asked for. Basically said it was flower galore. It's like beautiful design, and it's a wide design. Absolutely gorgeous. You could almost cut it in half and use it that way if you wanted to, just because it's almost like a mirrored design. But all right, now this is probably one of my favorite finds that I've seen lately. It reminded me of deer antlers. Maybe you could see it too, but yeah, it definitely reminds me of like deer antlers kind of branching out and going from, you know, out to in, or even like a mask. See the little eyes and like feathers coming out of it. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Again, this is a CMS vintage lace. It's also that eggshell ecru color. Beautiful. Probably one of my favorites, besides, you know, the super expensive ones. All right, so this bad boy. Yeah. Right? Look at that. Waterfall scallop design. Who wouldn't fall in love with that? Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Very soft. You can tell it's very delicate, so I am trying to be very careful with it for sure. It's just so soft and gorgeous. It's almost like you can't even feel it because it's so soft and dainty. All right, and then we have this one. So I kind of call it a column design. I've probably said that previously, where it's more like a balanced design on each side, where I see it going more vertical than horizontal a lot of times, maybe for a belly band or something like that. But when I see this, I see the design vertically more than I would see it horizontally on some of the other laces. But I thought this would also be good for book spines as well, just because it has this middle design, allows the design to kind of peek through in the background. So yeah, can't wait to use it for that. Super excited. And all right, so yeah, I got some bling also. Esme was actually supposed to have a sale on some of her buttons and other elements. I hadn't seen that yet this weekend, but I could have missed it because I had a birthday party to go to. So, and this, also very see-through organza kind of tulle, I guess you would call it, with like a fan design. so girly. I think all laces are girly, but still, it's very feminine. More so than I think than some of the others, just because of the fan. That's what it reminds me of. This one actually kind of makes me think of water dripping or paint or something like that. Very unique. It's new in the shop. I don't know how much she has left of it, but I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous. I could try to dye this maybe a different color for the Halloween journal that I want to try to make for our friends. Maybe try to dye it some color of red to make it look like maybe blood dripping. I know it's still August, but still gotta think ahead. So yes, another gorgeous vintage lace. This one is organza, not tulle. You can kind of see the difference. I think organza has a little bit more substance to it. I don't know, you tell me. I'm not good at that stuff. This kind of reminds me of the Aries symbol. It's like almost exact, but can use this in multiple different ways. I could look at lace forever. Like, you can't get enough of it. I think I have a problem. But for real, I think I do. I think I have a problem. It's just too pretty to pass up, right? But I need to kind of cut that one. And this design also reminded me of like a fern design, kind of like a vine design coming in from each side. Also, I think would be great for a book spine and other things like that. Very light and soft. And then lastly is probably maybe my second favorite. I thought this was plain when I got it, just like a regular, you know, cream color like all the others, maybe a little bit darker. But on the video, not the video, but in the picture, it didn't show that it was actually gold threaded in places. I don't know if I can get that to come through or not, but, and I loved how it has basically an infinity symbol on it. So I'm really big into symbols and, you know, what they mean and kind of paying attention to those around me. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I got probably like three yards of it. If I knew it had the gold detail, I probably would have gotten more if possible, because it's just so pretty in person. I can't explain it. Cannot explain it. So, all right, let me put these away because I literally do not have enough room on my desk to have them all. So, bear with me 1 second, guys. All right. Now I'm going to do my dowels for you. I actually have quite a few other boxes that I have not even done an unboxing of. I unfortunately mixed some of them in with my other items already since I was kind of organizing things. But I am going to try to like narrow it down so I can see which ones I've gotten lately and kind of... Ooh, I just poked myself. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. That was dangerous. I need to fix that. That was totally sticking out. So yeah, pom-pom trim, if you couldn't see. So some pom-pom trim. I don't have a whole lot of pom-pom trim, to be honest. But I thought the white was very versatile, so that's why I got this. Love it on my little clothespin. This is almost like the pink design that I got, where the scalloped edge was full pink with the purple flowers in the middle. Gorgeous. So what I do to kind of decide whether or not I'm going to use it on one of my wooden rulers or if I'm going to use it on a dowel is sometimes the type of material or perhaps how much of the material that I actually received or wanted. And then I kind of go from there. If I think it will fit on the dowel without making it super fat and chunky, I'll put it on there. If not, then I'll use the wooden ruler. So this is gold. It's not like a shiny gold, it's like a vintage gold. Very antique looking. Very antique looking. So it's like adding pizzazz to anything for sure. So gorgeous. Super small design, which I was looking for. Definitely use it a lot. This is just some hemmed trim, polka dot pink, like a baby pink fabric hem trim. I figured I could use it, so yeah. I also have a container, which I will have to show you guys one day, that I put all of these in. I just got like a big clear container, actually 2 of them, and I just threw them all in there. Then I can just turn it and see all the beautiful different designs on my little wooden dowels. So, all right, this one is also some flower trim. She also had it in pink, but I didn't win that one. It's like a, what are these? Are they tulips? Irises? Maybe iris? Beautiful. I think I will see if it will match the purple and mauve. It's like a certain purple, so. And then this is gorgeous as well. Super dainty. Very like over the top trim design, and I just think it's going to just be a perfect accent for so many pieces, like my ephemera, tags, things like that, since it's such a small design, so it doesn't overpower anything that I'm, you know, working on. Then I have these. So when I was saying that I kind of do it by the type, anything that's like trim like this, if it's like wiry or, you know, super small dainty trim, I put it on the wooden clothespins. But this is a mauve color with the gold weaved in and out. This definitely matches my journal that I'm working on, so had to have it for sure. It's going to look so good, so good. Super excited about that one. And I bent my pen. Oh well, we will get it back in there either way. Let's do this one. It's the same, almost the same. Maybe it is the same. It might not be. I don't, hold on. Maybe I got it messed up. No, it's a different design. Okay, now I see it. So let's look. Is it a different design? Is one smaller than the other? Maybe it is the same design. I think this one has more gold than this one. I think this one definitely has more gold. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm going crazy. Normally she keeps it all in one long strand. So if she didn't, that'd be surprising, but I'm pretty sure that these were 2 separate. So I will have to check. No biggie if it's not, so I don't mind. it looks so pretty anyways, so it doesn't bother me. All right, and this is more like a burgundy color. Wine, I would say, like a wine burgundy color. It is kind of wiry, and it's kind of keeping its shape after it's on something. But beautiful kind of X design. Super shiny, like a vintage gold. And then we can get into some of my appliques and the bling. So let's do some of the appliques first. It might have some trim in here too, the beaded trim. But okay. So I do have some of these already. I don't know if I've showed them to you guys. This is a beautiful mauve-ish purple color to it with some gorgeous detail. I mean, absolutely breathtaking in person. And I cannot wait to use it. It just adds so much. Now this is a sage color, so, and one of my favorite colors is, I'm a fall person, and all of the fall muted colors are right up my alley. So like plum or eggplant, your navy, but plum, eggplant, and burnt orange and sage are my 3 favorite colors. Hands down, my 3 favorite. This has dangle bead design as well. And such a great deal. So I got a few of those. Threw those bad boys in there. And then I got these, which are definitely an eggshell color. Super versatile to add to any project that you're working on. Now I do have some of these flowers already, except they aren't Hocus Pocus dyed. I do believe she hand dyed these. And she also just got some in blue. I have some in black, white, and like a lighter ecru kind of color, I believe. Silver trim around the edges. Super cute. Now this is, came in a 12-piece. And I like getting these like when it comes in like 6 pieces, 10 pieces, 12 pieces, 5 pieces, whatever it may be, because you get more value for the dollar that you're spending, and then it's almost like you don't feel as bad using them. It's so hard for me sometimes to figure out which ones I want to use, because I always think, what if there's a better project to use this on? What if I want to use it on this in the future? But it kind of makes it easier when you have multiples like that. So I already do have one of these appliques as well, the collar applique. I do believe I only have one of them. It is beaded with the sequence, and the tulle is also goldish color. But great deal on that. This is a vintage applique, CMS vintage applique. Got 2 of those. This screams pocket to me. Totally screams pocket. So many things. You could use it as like a almost part of a closure. If you reinforce it, you could use it on the spine of the book as well. You could cut it up into pieces to where it's just this part, and then you have the whole entire top as well to kind of work with. You can cut this off down here. Yeah. And it's super light and dainty as well. Then you have a French type applique. Got 3 of those. A pink collar applique. I do believe this is some of the last ones. And it has like an orange gold beading and sequence on it. But I can totally use it on something, I know. Alright, now this is some of the trim that I received, and I kind of wanted to treat it a little bit differently than all the others, just because it's a little wider, more special to me. Of course, you can cut this up in multiple different ways if you chose to do so, turn them into, you know, appliques as well. This is like a super, super light pinkish hint. So, super beautiful. And, okay. Next up, large rosette trim. These rosettes are 3 inches wide. Top quality, for sure. So soft. Probably the softest rosettes I've had. So super pleased with those. Alright, see, I told you I'd have beaded trim in here. I'm getting caught. Alright, so it came in 2 pieces, which normally doesn't happen, like I said. But this is super beaded trim. Like, repeating. You could cut these off and have tons of little appliques for tags, your ephemera, whatever that may be. Now, on screen during the sale, this looked white. It just looked like a bright white. It does have a bluish tint to it. I don't know if it's just because of the beading or what. I'm still going to use it, but you can kind of tell better from the background. Oh yeah, it's definitely blue. You can see the blue thread, so yes. All right. Oh, here's some wedding CMS white collection. CMS white collection. Some of the best. See first towards last, right? Do you see this? Do you see this? 10 inches. 10 inches of nothing but just pure bliss and beauty, for sure. Let me get it to where it's actually looking right for you guys. You see all of that just bling. It's just ting-tinging all over. Love it. Ting-ting. So beautiful. Flower design. Gorgeous. No, I really do love this. Very unique for the color. You got your, I guess it would be like a toffee kind of color. This is vintage as well. You can smell it. I didn't get a whole lot of it, but I can't wait to use it. This is so like vintage and just shabby, kind of antique looking, and I think, yeah, gonna look great. This, okay, this is another item that totally deceived me, which it doesn't bother me. I mean, I probably could have used it if it were gold, because that's how I seen it on the screen, as gold. So once I got it here and I unboxed it, I realized it is like a spring green, which I'm okay with. I have no problem with that, but I totally thought it was gold during the sale. But it is exquisite when it comes to all the beading in this. So gorgeous. All right. And these are humongous appliques. Humongous. I got a few of them as well. I thought I could even use them as the base of the journal, you know. Open it and it's shaped like a heart. That's kind of what, you know, I can see it in so many different things. So gorgeous. I keep saying that, but I mean, I can't explain to you how beautiful these pieces are. This one is another heart applique. It's a little bit more smaller, but beautiful as well. So this is some of the same trim of the blue, except in a very light lilac purple. Definitely a lilac purple, not like a strong purple, very pastel. there's string in it. So I got some of that. Oh, there's some more dowels in here. Sorry about that, guys. So I got some vintage blue, little itty bitty trim. Scalloped edge design. And this, when I say dainty, this is like, I can't even feel it hitting my finger. So it's super thin and fragile, so it'll look great in any journal that, you know, if you're going with the shabby shape design or any other. I just think it's gorgeous. And then this was hand dyed. I do have some trim of this already, except I do believe it was Hocus Pocus dyed. So I go through it a lot. It's just a great way to edge any papers. I do believe, yeah, they're the same size flowers. Just itty bitty designs, but the color is just amazing. Amazing. I'd love to be able to match it because it's so beautiful. It's just a super light pink. And then we have some thin French trim with more of like, this is probably one of my favorite colors as well, as a rosewood kind of color. This right here, maybe like a persimmon, not a persimmon because that's too bright. I don't know exactly. Spice, yeah, like a spice color. Beautiful. And it's like a cream color for the main background. Almost done, ladies, almost done. I have one of these as well already, but it was a great deal, so I figured I'd go ahead and get another one. I have some cute little applique flowers. Love it. And then, okay. I'll get some of this in here before it starts falling out everywhere. Alright, now I have used these on my journals already, so anytime they become available, I snatch them. I totally snatch them. Organza main design, so it's see-through. This is probably one of the most perfect flowers that you can get for your journals, especially if you do layer your laces, because it is see-through, so it is perfect. And then it's actually a gold edge design in for the center. It is pretty big as well, so we're looking at 5.5 inches wide. So I got a few of those. And these are super cute as well. I mean, just pretty simplistic, but crocheted on the outside. It actually has some stains there, which I think gives it character. And just a sequence and one little itty bitty bead holding it together with the inside tool. Totally screaming pocket to me as well. Alright, now I only have a few more things, but they're super big. So you will have to give me 1 second while I set this stuff over there. And yeah, right? Talk about a mess, but it's such a lovely mess. So this is some beautiful mauve polka dotted fabric. Look at that. This for sure matches my journal, for sure. Let me see if I can grab it. Yeah, that's upside down. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Then I've got some vintage tulle, and this is a deep cream color. so I couldn't pass that up. Some silk. Material. I think this will be great for the outsides of journals as well. This is also some mauve kind of brownish color fabric. Probably some of my favorite fabric I've ever gotten. Totally shabby and vintage. It's just so pretty. So pretty. Alright, now this is a double design, I do believe, on each side. You can see it's being mirrored. Oh, this isn't gonna work. It's just so big. Look at all of that detail. And then the other side of it is literally mirrored to this. So you have nothing but pure goodness. And it's just so wide, so wide. So, let me fold this back. And I have a few more left in my bag. Okay, yeah. Didn't need to break that. Alrighty. And I did not organize these because, number one, I didn't have a whole lot of it, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do with it. I might just end up putting it on a ruler. Super wide design. Vintage CMS. So very light and airy with a scallop edge design and the ecru color. This one is a little bit lighter than the cream. And look at all the flowers on this. And super large scallops. And then it literally goes almost all the way to the top, if you see that. Yes. Let me tell you. Like, I don't know what to do with myself. It's literally so pretty. And this. So beautiful. I love how it's tiered. So you could get so many different options out of this if you really wanted to. You could cut them individually. You could cut them by row, however you like. But it is nothing but a repeating pattern all the way across. Also kind of reminds me of like a fleur-de-lis as well. Or a fan, whichever you kind of look at it. So I have 1 yard of that. Gorgeous pieces. And then I have some French fabric. And this one is definitely vintage. So it's a little bit more expensive, but totally worth it. Very soft. It is a little bit darker in color than the others. But it also has that beautiful little, almost tatted looking design at the bottom. And okay, and lastly, I actually have some bling. So in some of my previous boxes, orders that I've gotten, I've actually got a lot of bling. So I will have to actually show that to you guys, go back in my videos and kind of see what I've shown you and what I haven't, since it kind of got mixed up. but I have so much of it that I've received because I want to build my bling stash as well. And there's some great pieces, so these are, I do believe, no, maybe these aren't Swarovski crystals, but beautiful latch. Sorry about that. You could use it for like a closure, anything like that. You could use it like as a dangle and hang a charm off of it. Whatever your heart desires, but. And then these buttons. I love these buttons. They are the perfect color of pinkish mauve. And I actually probably will use them like as charms. And they're actually pretty nice sized. So I got those. Probably should have gotten more because I can see myself using a lot of those a lot. So this is an applique that I actually have one of already, but it's so cute and dainty. I just see it being so versatile in a lot of the journals. It's great as a centerpiece for a smaller one, and it's just light, so you don't have to worry about it weighing down your page as much either. So those are beautiful. Alright, and this is definitely a beautiful piece. I should have gotten more of this too. Look how it's set. And it's definitely vintage for sure. So pretty. And then I guess these would be appliques. Huge pearls with a dangle design. They are pretty big with the dangle 3 inches. Beautiful. So yeah, that's my new stash. And oh yeah, I do know that I have not shown you guys these. This was in a haul a few weeks ago where she actually sold it by the ream again, or the bolt, whatever you want to say. The bolt, I guess. It's just a unique design. Look at it. It's got beading and feathers, and it actually goes into like a hot pink and back into the purple again. But it has that purple beading. Goes into like a pink beading. Beautiful. And this is probably one of my favorites. It is heavier. Let's see if I can get it undone for you. All right. All like a bronze copper color. Ding, ting, ting, ting. It's just it's just sparkling and bouncing off of it everywhere. Beautiful. I thought this was very, you know, vintage looking, but yet luxe at the same time. So that's kind of how I was like, I love that. So I instantly asked for it. But yeah, those are new. I know I didn't show you any of those. I also got this purple trim. It's very simplistic and, you know, just like regular thin flowers. But I thought what I could do is, I don't have it, but I could actually take a small button and kind of use them as accents and kind of give this a more elevated look. But for the price, beautiful. And I got a lot of it. And then this is a brown color with a velvet ribbon in the center. So that's beautiful as well. I got a lot of that. Oh. This is some of my favorite trim. I don't think I showed you guys this. Black tulle totally will be going in my Halloween journal. Look at that. I want more of this. I want more of this for sure. I don't care if it's black or not. That's just too pretty to pass up. Too beautiful to pass up. Super, super stoked about that one. This one also came as a pleasant surprise. It looked mostly gold on the picture, but it's actually elastic. And it's a multicolor metallic trim. So it's got blues and dark, like mauvish purple and gold in it, and a little bit of green. So yeah, that was really cool to see in person and not know it. This is actually larger trim of the flower trim in a little bit darker pink color than what I just had. But these are definitely larger flowers in comparison to these. But they're almost mirror except different sizes. You could use these individually, use them as accents. You could use it all the way up the page. You could use them as belly bands, whatever you'd like. And this is super soft. A lot of her lace is just unbelievably soft, and that's a good thing because you know it's legit and it's not that cheap plastic kind of feeling rough lace. So yeah, it's just amazing quality. And if I can get this out, this is amazing. Look at the ribbon work on this. Look at that. And the blue. And then it goes into a darker blue and then back into the white. And yeah, it's just amazing. And I do believe this is, yep, this is elastic as well, but the ribbon work on it is so cool. I didn't have any trim like it, so I was like, yeah, I'm definitely getting that. For sure, getting something like that. And let's see if I can find something else. How about this bag? I also got some vintage items from her and a few other sales. This is die cut pieces out of little cherubs. Figured they'd be perfect for the front or in the inside of journals. So I got that. And where did it go? It's missing. Okay, well, I don't know where it went, but I had some other pages. That were vintage that I also received, but this is just a little bag, and then we'll be done, ladies. Beautiful purple applique. Got a few of those. This is a collar applique. Just like crocheted, and then you have the design on the inside. I'm assuming it's a collar. Maybe like you could use it as a tie or something like that. I have a few of these, which has the organza for the see-through design, which I love. It's beautiful for building up on your laces on top of each other. Ooh, I got this bling a few weeks ago. I just haven't, what I did is I separated all of my bling that I had that were necklaces. And then I kept, obviously, the chain because I'm a mixed media person, so I could always use this. You could also use it as like a closure as well. So, yeah. But isn't that cross beautiful? Maybe for like a Christmas album or something like that. I see that being a really great option. Whoop, it fell right through. I'll get that later. This is that. Then I got a bag of small little blue, not super small, but I'd say medium sized blue appliques, crocheted appliques with sequins and beading on them. They're 3 1/4 inches wide. Perfect for pockets, corner pockets, regular pockets, whatever you feel like doing with them. And I got a huge bag full of them. Ooh, some more bling. I love trees. I don't know if there's anybody out there that loves trees as well. But if I wanted to do like a nature themed or spring, I thought that would be perfect. This is another set of appliques that's like with an embroidered design. Very lightweight with the organza in the background. Sometimes simplicity is the way to go if you're going to be using so many other things, but you never know. And this is probably one of my favorites. I love corner options. And this is super thin. Again, I keep saying super thin and delicate, but I think it's just because of how good the quality is. It's just super soft. And I mean, how perfect. Itty bitty packet. And some came a little bit darker than the others. If you can see that, there's a color change. So I don't mind. That just gives me more options. This was some bling that I actually purchased. I am for sure going to be using this in the front of one of my journals. With all the rose detail on it. It's just gilded, gleaming gold. Alright. This is just a silver rosette applique. I will probably just cut it up. Maybe use it in 2 pieces. Soft as well. And because I don't have like trim this, like this, she did have some of this, so I got this in silver, which is a half-backed pearl. This is wired full-length pink pearl, and it's a smaller pearl. A cream full-length, full-size pearl. They're not flat backs. Around the same size as the pink, except it's not wired. And then a lilac of the same thing. So, then, look at these cute little guys. I actually want to start building things like up like this, little metal pieces that you can kind of use in mixed media or in the front of your journals. Or even on pages, because this is super light. It'd look great. Little cherub or angel, however you want to look at it. So that could be great for Christmas also. Then I have these little stamens, the flower centers. Now I don't make flowers. I'm sure I could, and I probably will since I have all of these. And this is like a hot pink fuchsia. But I also want to use them as like fillers for like little, cluster arrangements and things like that, or mixed media projects. So I have a blue 2 fuchsia, and then these are actually smaller than the blue and the fuchsia, but white, so I could use whatever color I wanted on them. And then I do have some trim, and this is like totally baby pink. It is not elastic material, but it is like a ruffle kind of lace. Beautiful, but it's definitely a pink pink, not even like a light pink. It is pure pink pink. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I will try to separate everything else that I've received that I haven't done a video on and get that over to you guys. And hopefully you guys can enjoy my new finds. Again, I apologize that I didn't do it when I did get it. Things have been crazy around here. I started a new job the last day of May. And then I've been trying to organize my craft room a little bit, and slowly but surely I'm getting there. They say, you know, 10 minute spurts works out great, but other than that, next up will be my beautiful journal that I am going to share with you guys. Again, it is a purple and mauve theme, like a 1920s girl on the front of it, from Rose Perfume Stamperia collection. I actually put some what is it, glitter pen on these. This is all CMS laces. Even this ribbon, which match perfect. Tulle. All of the laces on the inside. Of course, I still need to fill it up, but this is a beautiful applique that I received not long ago that matched perfect with this. So you have like a pink and then a super light pink in the front. Even this elastic organza trim that I used as a belly band is also from CMS. This applique is from CMS. Beautiful antique vintage CMS lace, her collection. And look at that bad boy. Oops, sorry, didn't need to get it all up in your face. I actually might have showed you guys this one because the color is just amazing. It's a beautiful purplish mauve color. I'd say that's some of the softest lace that I've got in my arsenal is this, so it keeps sliding. This velvet trim, so soft. This is one of my first few weeks that I bought from CMS. I got this edged. This is legit vintage and a vintage estate find, I do believe. And it came in like a bag that I actually won, where it had like applique with an R on it, and all these old trim laces that you could tell were in an attic or garage somewhere, but you can tell it has that aged color on it. This is part of a lace trim that I kind of cut down to make an applique with. And then yeah, so little flip-flop journal that I gotta finish for you guys, and then I will be showing you guys that. So all right, well, until next time, I hope you guys have great days, great nights, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.